Well, today I've come on to show you something that I think is absolutely beautiful. I spent a whole day working out measurements on this. I'm just going to zoom in so that you can see a bit better. So I did get inspired by a real purse. I was just scrolling through Pinterest and I came across a real purse, which was this one. So I thought, you know, Christmas is coming up soon and I've got a lot of birthdays coming up, so I thought I'd give it a go and try and make one. So this was the prototype that I did, and it just closes with a Velcro dot. This is where the money would be, and then I did 5 slots, but then I was thinking, and a photo piece, and then I was thinking, you know, who wants to give 5 gift cards to one person? So I kind of went off that one and redid it again. So I came up with this. I was trying to go for like a designer kind of look. So I've put a D. This is a D stamp, and the stamp is using the Make a Difference stamp set from Stampin' Up. It's got all these lovely letters in lovely fonts. I thought that would look really nice. So this is a D for Danielle. Could be D for daughter, or, you know, Denise, anything like that. So again, I've closed it with a Velcro dot, and that's the inside. And the inside opens like this, and it's going to look like this. I've not put the photo part in. I'm going to change one thing though. We're going to make this slot slightly lower down so that we can push this. This is just my daughter's dinner money card, so that I can push that one further down so you'll see the top. That is the only difference, but I've already gone ahead and done that. Then you've got your money slot here. So it will hold £10 notes. I haven't got a 20 on me, so I couldn't try that. It may hold it if you fold it. So it'll hold 10s and 5s, and there's a slot there, and then there's another slot there as well. So there's 2 money slots. So it's like a money wallet. That is what it is. And then you could put like a gift card, and then maybe one of them friendship cards or daughter cards or something. So that's what I did. It's plain on the back, but you could do the same thing on the back if you want. And then I thought, what else could we do? And I decided to make a purse kind of style bag. Don't want you to see my face, but I've gone for the same kind of concept. So we've put the D's all over. I've used the gold foil there. I've used that there, so it really does coordinate really well. And then again, I've closed it with the Velcro dot. It opens up like this, and the wallet will go in there really nicely, as well as putting some other goodies in there as well. So you could put some makeup in there and things like that. So that is the aim of what we're going to make. Now I am just going to remake it exactly the same in black and gold because I like it so much, and I am currently in a swap anyway, so I'm going to make it for my swap partner. Oh, I can't find the black card, because I've already gone ahead and done a lot of the prep work. Just a sec, I'll just pause it a minute. Right, never mind about the black card. I've got that all to one side, but I'll just quickly show you on this. I can't seem to find it. So you do need a... I've written all the measurements down yesterday. So a full A4 size piece of cardstock, which is 8 1/4 by 11 3/4, and on that short side you're just going to score at 2.5 inches and 8 inches, and that little flap there is going to be the closure, and then just turn it onto the long side and score that at 2.5 inches. And then just coming back to that first 2.5 inches, and you want to score at 1 1/4 inches right down to that bottom score line. And that is it. But you'll do that twice with both pieces, because you'll need 2, front and back. And then you just want to score, fold and burnish all of your score lines. Oops. Just move that out of the way. Don't need that for a minute. So fold and burnish all of your score lines, and then to cut, you're just going to cut up the square and notch, and then notch on the other side as well. And then on this other end you just want to take off that small rectangle. So that's what you're going to have, 2 pieces of it. And then all I did then was you're going to have a section across here, so you don't need to stamp all the way down. But all I did was I just took the letter and then just stamped the letter randomly like so all over your piece of card, front and back. Now I've already gone ahead and done that, otherwise this video would go on for a very long time, so I'll just show you. This is the piece, so there you can see all the letter stamped. I thought I'd just go ahead and finish this one with you on camera. So there's where you don't need to go all the way down, but just randomly twist it, turn it upside down if you wish, but just stamp all over your card. And yeah, I mean, you can fast forward this bit, but this is why I didn't want to do it on camera, because you know the video would run into like hours long. Okay, so that is that. And then what you're going to need is 2 pieces that measure of your foil card, 3 inches by 5.5 inches, because you're measuring it for here. Making sure that you can see. Am I in the shot? Yeah. Okay, so then you just want to take your glue and then just run that all along. And then we're just going to stick it in between the 2 score marks. Like that. And then we can just turn that over and just give that a good press. Okay. So that's your 2 front pieces, that's what they should look like. And then you can, this score on the side, you could just fold that over. So it goes like that way, okay? So then, your thin strip here, you're going to run some glue and we're going to attach it to this one. So I'll just do that. You could use double-sided tape if you wish. I'm just going to use glue. I don't want this bag to come apart, obviously, and sometimes, just depends what tape you use, it can be quite, after a time it can just pull back off again. So you want to line that up. And then run that down. Just use my bone folder. I wasn't sure if I'd have to do this bag and purse in 2 parts. I am going to try and do it all together. But that's why I did a lot of the prep work as well. So as to save a bit of time. So then you want to just glue that next small tab. And then glue them both together. So I'm just going to bring that up, just so I can see it. And then just use your bone folder. Okay, and then you want to decide which you want to be your front and which you want to be your back. So I'm going to have that side for my front. So then you can fold in the 2 tabs. And I am going to put some glue on the ends when it wants to come out. And then fold in the, which one did, yeah, fold in the back first. and then just run some glue on the front one, and then you can fold in that as well. And then you can just turn that over, take a bone folder and just press that all in. Excuse me. And then when you pinch the sides, that will be the front of the bag. Okay? So next you need to take a black piece of card that measures 3 inches by 5.5 inches, and then just score that or fold it in half so it ends up being a 1.5 inch. And then you'll need a piece of the gold foil again, and that is going to measure 1 3/8 of an inch by 5 3/8 of an inch. And then you'll need another strip of black card, and that is going to measure 1 1/4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and you're just going to layer all 3 of those on top of each other. And then I've also stamped the letter in black on there as well. I'll just pause the video, do that and come back. Okay, so I'm back. So I've gone ahead and I've done that, and that is going to be the flap that then sits over the top like that. So we'll glue that on. So on the inside, there we go, just put plenty of glue on, and then from the front line it up, and then just fold it over the back. Okay, and then you can just press that down. So then now you've got your flap. There you go, you can see. Then you want to take 3 more pieces. So you need a black piece of cardstock, and that's going to measure 1 1/2 inches by 4, and you're going to score it at 2 5/8, and it's just so, or you can score that wherever you like. It's just going to sit over the top like that. And then to layer on top, you want a gold piece, and that's going to measure 1 3/8 by 2.5. That's going to sit on there. And then another black piece that's going to measure 1 1/4 by 2 3/8. And that's just going to go on there. So I'll glue those on. And then we'll just glue this next one on, and I think I've just said, but also I've stamped the letter on the black piece as well. Okay, so that's then going to go on like that. Alright, you can see that. And then now what we're going to do is attach that to the top of the bag. So I just eyeball it wherever you feel that the centre is, and that's okay for me. So then I'm just going to put a bit of glue on there and then hold that down. And then what you can do, once you've done that, is then glue this bit as well. So then it'll stick on your bag flap. So we've got that. You can see that. And then next I use some square framelits, and I just cut 1 gold and a black one, and then I cut 3 black ones, layered them together, stamped the letter again, and then I cut out a die cut of the letter as well. So all we're going to do with them is layer this black one on top of the gold one. Zoom in a little bit. So just get that nice and central as you can. So now we've got that, and then you want to attach this square onto the bag, so onto here. Oops. Let me get my peg. I've got a peg here. Right, so you want to attach that on there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just pop some glue at the end, about that much, and then attach our square as centrally as you can. And then when you close it, you've got that. And then on the back side, that's why you want another large black square. We're just going to layer that over the top just to secure that and get rid of the white, so it all blends in with the bag. Okay. So just layering it up, making sure it doesn't show through on the other side. And just use your bone folder now just to really secure that in. And then the last bit for the bag is some Velcro dots. I've got these. Just have a look. They're all mixed up. So I'm going to put one in the middle and then the opposite side on the end. Just move those out of the way, and then close your bag like so, and then there we go, that is your bag. So there we go, that's both of the bags. How long is that? Can't see. Oh, that's 17 minutes, so I am going to leave it there, and then I'll come back for part 2 and we'll make the purse. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to all my new subscribers and my old ones. I really do appreciate your support, and see you next time for the part 2. Bye. Hi everyone, and welcome back to part 2. If you've just come on from the first video, then we made the lovely gift bag to go with the purse wallet that we're going to make. So I'll quickly just open it up so you can see. So that's what we're going to make today. So there's quite a few pieces to this. I have already gone ahead and done all my stamping and things like that. So you are going to need a piece that measures 7 inches by 9 inches. And on the 9-inch side, you're going to score at 3.5, 3 3/4, 7 1/4 and 7.5 inches. So that's the scoring that you're going to do. So you're going to have 2 thin lines. So just pop that to one side, and then I'll tell you a few of the other pieces that we're going to need. So you're going to need 3 pieces of gold foil that measures 6 7/8 by 3 3/8. Yep, and then you're going to want 2 black panels, and these are going to measure 3 1/4 by 6 3/4, and they're going to layer on top. This one's going to be the one that we make the slits on. So I already went ahead and I've stuck the excuse me, front cover together. So that's for those. Then you're going to want 2 more black pieces, one that measures 3 inches by 6 3/4 inches, and one that measures 2.5 inches by 6 3/4 inches. You're going to stamp one just a short distance. You'll see, because you're going to put the other one on top. And these are going to be where the money goes. So they're going to sit on top of each other like that. That's why you only need to stamp that much. Then you are going to need 2 gold pieces that measure 6 7/8 by 1 3/8, and 2 black pieces that measure 1 1/4 inches by 6 3/4 inches, and they're going to lay up on the top of each other, and that's going to make this panel and the inside one. So you'll need 2 of those. Then I've just used squares again, a gold one from some stitch shapes that I got, and a black one for the back. And then I layered up 3 smaller ones. So you don't have to use squares, you could do circles. So I've just layered up 3 smaller ones because they're going to be open and shut and open and shut. This one I did 2, this one I've done 3. I've put the S on, and then that way round. I've put the S on, and then I've die cut an S as well. So you're going to need them. And then for the strap, you want another gold piece, and that will measure 7/8 of an inch by 4 inches. And then a black piece that will measure 3 7/8 of an inch by 3/4 of an inch. So they're all the pieces that you're going to need for the purse. So back to the cover of the purse, you just want to fold and burnish on all of them score lines. By adding all the other pieces, it does make the purse quite thick anyway, but if you want to do this in a thicker cardstock, then for even more strength, then you could do it in a thicker cardstock. So that's the purse, and then we want to add on our panels. So let me see. Okay, so for the front, this is going to be the front cover. So you can just add that one straight onto there, like that. So I'm going to use wet glue, but again you could just use double-sided tape if it's strong enough. And then you just want to add that on. Just leaving a nice border on all the edges. Okay. And then you could just rub that down with your bone folder. And then for the front flap, so this will be the front of the flap, I'm going to attach the black to the gold. And then we can just stick that one straight on to the front. Okay. Can be a bit hard to see on black when you're filming. There we go. Because you just don't want to get your head in, and because it's black on black, it's a bit hard to see. So that's the front cover. So that's done. Then we can do the inside front panel. So again, if you just want to pop your glue on this long strip. I think the long-windedest bit about it is all the stamping, because it is just one stamp and you've got to go all over. That did take quite a lot of time, but I did spend a whole day doing this. It was like thinking where I want what, how I want that to look. So the thought process behind everything you make does take a long time. And then once you've got all your pieces cut out, you can just whiz through it then. Okay, so we'll stick that one on as well. And then just use your bone folder just to put that. Right, so I used a 2-inch circle punch, and we want the gold piece, and then we're going to take them 2 smaller panels. And what I did, make sure you can see what I'm doing, is I measured halfway through this mat. So I just popped it so there was an 1/8 of an inch at either side, and then just put a mark at 3.5 inches. Okay, and then I'm just going to do the same. So then I used the 2-inch circle punch and just cut out a circle. Well, not a circle, but you know, like that. And then I lined them up, went over the next one whilst it was in that one, and then just so that they sat pretty, you know, together. And then I just curved it slightly to give a bit of a curve onto it. And then we're just going to stick this one on top of that one. So just a thin bead so that your money will go in. And then again, you really want to line these up. So let me just make sure that's lined up. And then you can just use your bone folder and really press them in. And then once you've done that, you can then layer them onto this gold piece, and then you'll just have that nice gold edge on the side. So I'll just do that and then I'll come back. Okay, so I've done that. Now we can stick these into the wallet as well. So we can just glue that. Can you imagine these on a wedding table for all your bridesmaids? That would look lovely. One each. That would be a special gift. Oops. Just making sure you don't go over that line. You can then turn that over. So that's the wallet so far. So now I've got to do this section. And then what we're going to do, just have a look what I've put. Okay. I'm just double checking on the other one, you see, just to make sure we do it right. Right. So on the top, I'm going to line this up on my grid mat. On the 4-inch mark. And we're going to come down 3/4 of an inch. There. And 4 there. Okay, so then what we're going to do is draw a pencil mark. Let's just have a look what you can see. So we're going to, because it's black, you see, it's quite hard. So we've come down at 3/4 of an inch, and we're going to come in at 1/2 an inch and draw a line across. Okay, then you're going to move it down like a 1/16 of an inch and draw another line, and then you're going to repeat that to bring it up. Just find that 4-inch mark. I just drew that again. So come down at 4 inches. I think it was this one I wanted to move down actually. So we're going to come down at 4 and just 1 minute. Sound back, so I've worked it out. Yeah, we are going to come down at 4. So from the top, 4 inches. A 1/2 inch in from either side and just draw your line, and then come down again like a 1/16 and then pencil in another line. That's what we're going to do. Then again, you want to try and line it up on a mat or whatever you've got. You see, taking my craft knife, you want to cut your slit like that, then come down under your next pencil mark and cut your slit again. And then go down to the next one. And then just go down a bit more. And then once you've got that, you can just cut that out. Oops. So just put 2 notch marks on there, and hopefully that should just pick out. So you just want to do it again, but really be careful because these knives are sharp and it's quite tricky to see with it being all on black. Okay. And then what you want to do once you've done that is get that knife out of the way, bring in your card and then lay this piece on. But what you want to do is where you're going to put the glue is along the top of here, above that first slit, like that. You're going to put it across that next slit and then down the sides. Oops. Okay. Zoom out again. Oh, my hands are shaking. I don't know why. Probably all that coffee. Okay, and then what you want to do is line that up. And then really burnish your lines. Okay, so I'm just going to take my burn folder and smooth that out. And then just to work it a little bit, I kind of like run a piece of card in. You could put, then it will lift that. And then you could just run a piece of card in again. And let's hope this has worked this time. Yes, it has. So that's the look I want. I want it, so you could bring that one up a little bit more if you want to. That's how I wanted it to look, because on the last one, put the glue too high up, so it ended up being there like that, and I didn't want that. So now we can stick this one into our wallet. hope that was, you know, I hope you could follow that. It's pretty easy once you get into it. So just want to make sure I'm not touching that edge, and we're not, so that's fine. So then you can just go over that. What I am going to do is put the cards in. So again, that will go in nicely. Just to tease it open, you know, just the first few times you do it, just pop your piece of card in, and then that will go in, like so. Then what I'm going to do is just show you that the money fits in. I actually made it originally without using any money. I was just guessing, so it worked out really well actually, that it did fit. So that's how it will look on the inside, and then we close it like that. So then what we want to do, last couple of things, is you want to put your piece wherever you want it really. So about there, and then just bend that around, and then you can just take it off, line it up and bend that. And then what you can do is we'll stick this piece on. Just lay it on. Like so. And then we should be able to go back in and just re-burnish those lines. So there's one, and there is two. Then what you want to do is just work out the centre for you. I think that's going to be fine. Turn it over and just pop some glue all down there. Fold that back around and just give it a press. And then what you can do is glue some more of this so it sticks to the front. Just hold that up. And then the last thing to do is attach that one, the main piece, to the front. And then just centre it to where you want it. Make sure it's the right way round. Like so. And then we're just going to work out, again, I'm just going to guess it, where the middle is. So you want to just cover like that. So I'm just going to put the glue on there. And then I just want to guess it. Like so. And then turn that over, give it a good press down, and then that other black square that we cut, actually I think I should have put that on first. Just pull that back off. I should have. You just need to put a lot of glue on there now. You won't notice anyway, it'll be fine. Attach your black square to the back first. Let's have a look. Just use your bone folder. Okay, Then what you're going to do is re-glue this. So ignore my little error. So we're going to re-glue that across, and that's how it should look. And then last bit is just to attach your Velcro dots. Okay, so I'm just going to take 2 dots. I'm going to put one on there, and then the other side, and then really line it up nicely now to exactly how you want it. Make sure it's all straight, and then just press that down, and there we go. That is our little wallet. How long's that one? Oh, that's 10 minutes, so that wasn't so bad. So there's the wallets, and now they've both got a nice gift bag to go with them as well. So I really hope you enjoyed that. I'll just see if that's stuck. Yeah, and it has. So there's the inside of the wallet. Got your 2 cards in there, really nice. And then you can open your bag and pop your wallet in your bag with the other goodies. And then this one as well. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you'll have a go at it. Yeah, I'm really impressed with it. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!